Protests against China's strict COVID prevention measures have erupted across the country. Take a look at this. People have taken to the streets in some of the country's biggest cities, including Beijing and Shanghai. Those demonstrations are an unprecedented challenge to Xi Jinping's rule, with some calling on him to resign. And as those protests rage on, COVID-19 cases are rising. Today, China recorded more than 40,000 new COVID cases, setting a record for a fifth straight day. CBS News senior foreign correspondent Elizabeth Palmer is following this story for us, joins us now to discuss what's happening. Liz, when folks see the footage of people, some of those who are protesting in these kind of like white suits, but yet demonstrating against restrictions, it's quite jarring. Just remind us what caused this, what seems sudden outpouring of unrest.
There have been sporadic protests erupting here and there, but this thing sort of assumed the quality of a movement over the weekend, rooted in a tragedy that took place last week in far western China, in Xinjiang. 10 people burnt to death in an apartment house fire. And people there believed that the fire engines were prevented from getting to the blaze in time to rescue the people by COVID restrictions. Now, authorities deny this, but it didn't seem to matter. That was the tipping point. All of a sudden, the country, in sympathy with the victims and also prompted by this anger that's been growing for months, came out on the streets, and you had this unprecedented display of dissent over the last 48 hours.
What's remarkable to see this unfold is also understanding how censored a lot of news coverage is in China. It may not be clear that people there know this is happening. Talk to us about how the Chinese authorities have reacted to this outpouring of frustration in so many places.
Well, huge police presence where people had gathered. Mostly these protests were peaceful. So the protesters were facing down the police. They were arguing with them. And of course, as you mentioned, they were holding these white pieces of paper, highly symbolic because it's a sign that people's critical voices have been silenced and they've had enough. The Chinese authorities themselves at the highest level, silence until today, when for example, the state news agency published an editorial saying we have to stick unswervingly to this principle of what they called preserving life, which is code for we're not budging from this zero COVID policy. Meanwhile, the censors were scrubbing as fast as they could the images of protests from the Chinese internet with some success. And considering that China has a huge rural population, it's probable that more people in the West and around the world have actually seen these pictures inside China itself. Nevertheless, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people have, and that is going to leave simmering anger. And whether or not the authorities admit that they're paying attention, they absolutely are. They can't afford not to.
And just with our last few seconds, Liz, tell us about how the detention of a BBC journalist plays into all of this.
Yes, he was tackled by about 8 police, dragged to the ground, handcuffed, and we saw him on social media being led away. He was, in fact, let go a few hours later, and the Chinese Foreign Ministry said, well, we wouldn't have done it if he'd identified himself as a BBC cameraman.
Interesting. Do with that what you may. Elizabeth Palmer, always great to see you. Thanks very much for connecting with us today.